Bragging rights. Definition: having accomplished something that few people have. Sued 6 of the United States' largest banks in federal court. United States Federal Court, Southern District of Florida, case number 09-82271-civil-Mara/Johnson. Houman versus Bank of America, JPMorgan Chase, Citibank, Wells Fargo, Wachovia Bank, and Bank Atlantic. Jamie Dimon should send me a letter of thanks for saving banks millions of dollars, maybe even an unfinder's fee. My original argument was that banks had a fiduciary to their depositors. As a real estate broker, realtors have a principle, fiduciary responsibility, and a code of ethics. To my surprise, there is no responsibility between a bank and its customers. Translation: a bank does what is in their best interest and not their customers. It can be immoral, unethical, dishonest, or unprincipled, but if it's not illegal, banks will screw you. The lawsuit was about overdraft fees and how banks use them to generate profit. Working on my last draft, I realized that banks were using 2 computer systems, one for the public, which was updated once a day, and on weekends, 2 days at midnight. Then, internal systems resequenced transactions to post them from highest to lowest dollar amount. The internal computers were only accessible by bank employees, weren't updated in real time. At this point, I realized I would only receive a few $100s in compensation. Then the idea of treble damages 3 times popped into my head. Seconds later, ambulance chasers and class action suits came to mind. I could care less about big banks, but I was concerned about the smaller banks and the effect on their bottom line. That's when I decided to end the lawsuit. You're wondering how asking for a refund of my overdraft fees could make a difference. Using the fact that banks were using 2 computer systems and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation study of bank overdraft programs of November 2008 could prove a conspiracy to defraud, and asked for treble damages 3 times, setting a precedent for others to sue. Now do the math if millions sued, plus lawyer fees. Professional student, 0 student debt. 1971 to 1979, University of Wisconsin Superior, then University of Wisconsin-Madison. Would you believe it when I tell you that my first semester of college was $198? My major was aeronautical engineering. I took up space. It's a dumb joke I tell people. December 1979, I was on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and the women were running around half naked. Thought I died and went to heaven, so I stayed. That's the story I tell everybody, but what happened, I decided to take a break and got a job as an electrician's helper through a Florida state-sponsored pre-apprenticeship program. I enjoyed it so much that I went through the apprenticeship program and got my Florida journeyman electrician's license.